this stadium quickly. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Flames offense is on the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Crosses the 45. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there, and 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Flames looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They're going to throw it again. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He makes the connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Flames!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Dropping back, it's Burks. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
To the air, it's Burks. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was good.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Liberty.
The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Flames are on the move. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Fires to the wideout. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
The defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
He's looking to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 15 over Michigan State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 30, the 10. Touchdown, TCU. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for a man, it's Burks. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage, putting points on the board.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to go up top on first down. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. They're bringing heat. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Unloads to the right. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Line gets set. First down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Burks. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Fires to the middle. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, TCU! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They get him down after he makes the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, look out! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Flames!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The offense set for a 1st down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll start this drive firing. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. to throw. It's Burks coming after it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This is a 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking for a block. It's Moore. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point.
He's going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Liberty. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 19 over Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Back to throw, it's Burks. He's got it on a diving catch along the left side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Flames will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like nothing but green ahead. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Palmer. Open space at the 25. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sideline. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Flames! And that one will put them up here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Baker. And he's still running after the move. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Off play action on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he'll make the catch at the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Throws for the tight end. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Liberty. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's... much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Going up top on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Completion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Makes the catch past the sticks. Touchdown, Flames! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to throw, it's Burks. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Moore. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. The Flames pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's got him wide open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. And the Flames will move the sticks.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs.
Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants, buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So, good luck stopping this game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. We need to be...
It's complete. A huge pickup. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gonna take a shot. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Moves around to clear up the vision. Takes his shot. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how you can wreck a game. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After the run, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this